when I was 15, I went on a school trip to New York and I bought a guitar to a homeless guy. And then from that point on, I just started playing guitar, acoustic guitar, and writing songs and everything. And then like a year after that, I started playing in the subway in Montreal. And then after a year and a half of playing in the subway, a girl from The Voice came to me. That's how like everything kind of started, like as to when I realized like I could maybe do music. Hi, it's Soran. You're watching the Introducing series. Who fuck cares if you like mess up your pitch? So that was like the main thing I learned, because like I was super stressed about the first note of my audition was like 2 keys like wrong. It wasn't the right key, and I was like super stressed. And then my coach just told me, "Dude, we don't care. Look at like Jean Leloup or whatever. He sings like shit, but the message still like comes through." So yeah, that's I think that's the main thing. I still try to sing on pitch, but I just not to concentrate too much on that and just like feel what I say. Yo, busking's been the best thing for me to just like find what I wanted to do, because while I was singing, I understood I could like reach notes that I never reached before, like do mashups without realizing, oh, this song could fit with that song, and then test out my new songs that I wrote at that time, and just see the public. And every once in a while there's gonna be like someone that stopped and just like started singing with you or dancing with me, and like once someone just got like a tambourine out of his bag and started like jamming, that was sick. So yeah, and it got me on The Voice because the girl found me while I was busking. So and even when I wasn't on The Voice, I went back to busking, like because I had like my social media blowing up and everything, and being back in the subway and everybody not giving a f was like, okay, calm down, like you're nothing. Yeah, so yeah. First of all, being on the South Shore has helped me, because I lived in an apartment for a while with my mom, but living on the South Shore, having like a basement to play drums whenever I wanted, like make music whenever I wanted, that was like the best thing. I can, like most of my songs on my EP were done at like 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. like while my mom was sleeping, but she never like said a thing. I try to feel, but everything around me seems to disappear. Living in Montreal, like people are so like open-minded here, so it's been like super easy to just connect with people and have their opinion on my music, and then they have me like come in and write with them and stuff like that. So that for me has been like the best thing. Yeah. The concept at the beginning was I wanted it to be like, because I have like so many songs with girl names. I almost wanted to call the EP like Names and just have like names, but if you listen to the lyrics, I think mainly the lyrics are like me getting turned down by girls or like me thinking the girl doesn't like me or something like that. It's actually pretty like negative lyrics, but sang in a happy kind of way and with like drops and stuff. But every single lyric in that EP is something that actually happened. Every lyric, like in Emma being in the car, chewing on the same gum, like the not in love with me, the girl actually said like that she's in love with Moments, not in love with me. So like they're all like real stuff. So I guess it's like the last year and a half of my life that I just put into words and released it, and it's been like a super long process, because I signed here like almost 3 years ago, and I really took that 2 years to learn how to use my computer and produce it, and started playing the drums again, started playing piano, bass, and yeah, so I'm super stoked, but I'm already like excited to get new music out.
I'm sorry if I've always been so selfish, no. I'm sorry if I always found excuses. You know I don't wanna be.
I do not want to label and like a specific style in my music. I actually don't listen to music at all in my like everyday life. And my like the style of like the more folk side, acoustic side came from like the music I used to listen to like when I was like 15. Like as soon as I started playing music, I like stopped listening to music. I don't know why. So yeah, I used to listen to more like folk stuff, like Angus and Julia Stone, or like Paper Kites and stuff like that. So I always like kept that part of like songwriter kind of lyrics like that, and the other songs are just like, I always want to put like one element in the songs that people are like, what is that? Like, what is that sound or whatever? And I guess like these songs mainly started from having that in mind, and then also just my friends listening to music and unconsciously, is that the word? Yeah. So unconsciously having them in my mind when like I wake up at 3 a.m. and I'm just like, okay, I want to do this, and then I have this like pop song that everybody's listening to like in my mind, and it goes into like something. Oh shit! Okay, I know that one like perfectly. It was like, that was awkward. It was -27. I was singing outside. Fight dinner is like in Parjon Lapo. I was with my band, and like I have like this finger. I don't know why, I like cut it like a year ago, and whenever it's cold, the blood doesn't come through. So like it was super cold, and I was super cold. So I was like doing the chords like bad, and like I was singing a ballad like from Kounadis, like a super emotional ballad, and then it comes at the end and like everything's like super intense and I just step on my chord, like my guitar unplugs, so like there's no sound coming out. My bass player is like doesn't understand, he hits the wrong note, so like everything's going to shit and the drums just stops, and then he like hits the rim like not on the right beat and then I just like ended the song there. Because I was like, fuck, nothing's plugged, and like we actually have that recorded, because he recorded the show, and every time before a show we listen to it, we're like just crying. Okay, do I say it to the camera? No. Okay, so I would say, don't lose your time being sad, just be fucking happy. That's it.